Hello everyone, I'm Sam Suber. Welcome back to the Optimized Library, solving the puzzles of modern library management. In this series, we're tackling the toughest logistical puzzles in library management using a powerhouse tool that's likely already on your computer, Excel Solver. It's an optimization engine that finds a perfect answer by weighing your goals against your actual constraints. Today, we're stepping into the scariest horror movie in library administration, the annual database renewal. Our goal is to maximize student and faculty research access while surviving a shrinking fiscal budget. But as any administrator knows, budgeting isn't just a cold game of looking at download numbers. It's a battlefield of campus politics where you have to balance the actual academic value of a database against the literal loudness of the department heads who use it. If you're joining us for the first time, you can find the foundational math for these models in my previous episodes or the blog post linked below. For the rest of you, let's look at the spreadsheet and start building the model. So this is our model. So we have different columns here and different rows. We'll start with the database. So this is the name of the digital subscription platform. We're using a slightly fictionalized names here to keep the vendor relations happy and highlight a few campus realities. We have the cost. So this is the annual subscription price that the library has to pay to keep the platform active. This is a heavy hitting line item that we need to keep under our overall budget cap. We also have this usage downloads. This is the total number of full text articles downloaded by patrons over the last year. This is tracked using standardized library industry metrics, so like counter data, to show that student and faculty demand. We also have political weight. So this is a customized campus clout score from 1 to 10. So a 1 means the department is completely quiet, and a 10 means the dean will literally march into the provost's office if their favorite database gets touched. We also have this renew column. So this is our decision variable column. So this starts completely blank, and we restrict it using a binary setting, or 0 or 1, so the Excel solver can step in and definitely choose 1 to keep the database, or 0 to cut it. We also have this totals row. This row at the bottom is where all the magic happens. We're gonna be using a sum product formula here to multiply our metrics by the renew column. And with this, we're gonna instantly calculate the combined cost, total downloads, and political impact of only the databases that Solver chooses to keep. We also have this total budget. So this is our absolute financial ceiling. This is the hard budget cap imposed by university administration, set at $90,000 for this model. Yeah. So yeah, these are our columns and rows. So before we can activate Solver, we have to figure out our formulas. So let's do that. So I'm going to type our first subproduct function. So it's going to be equals sum product. Yeah, multiply B2 through B6 with the renew column. So E2 through E6. And for usage download, I'm going to do equals sum product. And I'll highlight C2 through C6. Multiplied by the renew column. E2 through E6. Check on that. And for the political weight column, I'm going to type in the sum product function again, so equals sum product. So D2 through D6 multiplied by E2 through E6. Okay, great. Now we have our formulas. We can activate Solver. So I would go to the Data tab and press Solver. So we have to set our objective. So this is what we want to maximize. So I'm going to click this button here. And we want to maximize access. So C8. We want to maximize it by changing variable cells. So this is what we want to figure out. So I'm going to click this button here and highlight E2 through E6. Now we have to set our constraints. So I'm going to press Add. We know our first constraint is that we can't spend more than our budget. So I'm going to click this button here and highlight B8. And that has to be less than or equal to our budget. So I'm click this button here. And this could be B10. I'm going to press Add. And our next constraint is our binary constraint. So I'm going to click this button here and highlight E2 through E6. And I'm going to make that a binary constraint. So the solver chooses the database, and 0, solver does not choose the database. I'm going to press Add. I'm going to press Cancel to go back to our solver screen. Let them make sure this is checked. Make unconstrained variables non-negative. For a solving method, we're going to use simplex because this is a linear type problem. So everything looks good. We can press solver or solve. Yep. So let's press solve and solve. Solver found a solution. Let's see what happened. So we can see OmniCort knowledge gate was chosen. PDF time capsule, Mega Search Alpha, quarterly retail index. You can see our usage download score was at the maximum given the budget constraint. We nearly spent our entire budget. I think we did pretty well. I would say mathematically beautiful. You know, we maxed out student usage, but professionally, I think I compromised my career. Well, I think the dean of the business school is currently outside my office with a pitchfork because we can see here we cut Questmaster. So to appease the dean of the business school, let's change our objective to political weight and see what happens. So I'm gonna press solver again. Delete our objective from C8. I'm gonna change that to B8. Political weight. Then I'm gonna press solve again. And solver found a solution. And we can see that when we maximize political weight, Questmaster was selected because it had a higher weight than the other database, quarterly retail index. We did it mathematically. So, but overall, look what just happened when we let politics drive our budget. We saved our skin with the administration, but look at our total usage here. It just plummeted by thousands of downloads because we sacrificed, the really popular quarterly retail index just to protect a low-use database with a lateral megaphone. And that's the real power of Excel solver. It doesn't just manage your money; it quantifies the exact cost of academic politics. Now you can walk into the provost's office with a spreadsheet and say, I can make the business dean happy, but it's going to cost our students exactly 14,000 research downloads. So yeah, good luck out there, and happy budgeting. Thanks for listening, and I'll see you next time. Take care.